Hello, my name's Megan Dennis and I'm curator at Gresson Hall Farm and Workhouse and current chair of the steering group for the Workhouse Network. The Workhouse Network has been involved for the last year and a half in a project called More Than Oliver Twist, which has made us really think hard about what we can do in the future. We've achieved such amazing things, and this short film is all about what we're going to do next. One of the things we've been thinking really hard about is about the steering group, who sits on it, how they make decisions, and how they communicate those decisions to the people around the country who are involved in the network. We're really keen to have grassroots involvement in the steering group, and so we've decided to restructure. We've got a new regional mentor, a new small museum representative, and a new website and social media editor to sit on our steering group, which is great news. It means that we'll be able to do exciting, relevant and new work together and to talk to each other about it much more effectively. We're also looking to making some changes. I've been chair of the network now for 4 or 5 years, and it's time for a change. So we're transitioning from myself as chair to Jan Overfield-Shaw from the Workhouse Southall, part of the National Trust, who will be taking over the chair. But I'll still be heavily involved. I'm still going to sit on the steering group, and for the next few months there will be a transition period.
Hello, I'm Jan Overfield-Shaw, and my working role is with the National Trust as the Senior Partnership and Programme Officer at the Workhouse Southwell. I've been working with the Workhouse Network for 5 years, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with Megan and the other members of the steering group over that time. The More Than Oliver Twist project has taken the network into a very positive phase and is changing the approach and the vision. The research you all produced, which was absolutely brilliant, is still coming on the eHive, and I can't believe we have so many stories to work with. The creative interpretation and the fabulous outcome on the Google Arts and Culture platform is testament to the teamwork, amazing artists, and Megan holding all that together with the support of Elspeth and Wednesday. As the incoming chair, I want to acknowledge the job that Megan has done over the years. She is so proactive, positive, and effective, and will be a very hard act to follow. Luckily for me, we are going to be working in partnership as co-chairs for many months as the new structure beds in, and I suspect beyond that.
The More Than Oliver Twist project has showed that we are a keen, enthusiastic and ambitious group, and we really want to make changes and differences and to expand. But we want to remain relevant to our small museums and our workhouse beginnings. And so that's why we are looking to form a new organisation, the Welfare, History and Heritage Association. The Workhouse Network isn't going anywhere. We're still going to exist and do exciting projects together and learn more about the workhouse as an institution and the people who lived and worked in it. But the Welfare, History and Heritage Association will give us a chance to engage with more people across a broader range of different institutions. To tell you more about it, I'm going to invite Andy Gritt, the new chair of the Welfare, History and Heritage Association, to introduce what the new association is and how it's going to work together with the network.
The Welfare, History and Heritage Association is kind of growing out of the experience that we've had in the last few years with the Workhouse Network. It's a sort of ambitious but very new sort of venture designed to bring in a much greater sort of audience, more collaborators, both within the UK and internationally. So this will go on to be sort of international collaboration of academics, of museums, of archives, members of the public, family historians, local historians, anybody at all with any sort of interest in the history of social welfare or the heritage and how those things are communicated and understood by the general public and how they're communicated through a range of media, including museums, but also hopefully eventually maybe feeding into some policy kind of areas as well, which would be nice to see, so that maybe in the future policy decisions can be informed by some of the experiences that people have had in the past. We're currently in the process of organising a series of seminars, which will start soon. Those seminars are all very much focused on different aspects of workhouse life, primarily in the 19th century. And there's a series of speakers that we are lining up to be presenting those, and they'll take place hopefully once a month over the next kind of few months. Those events will all be online, and they'll all be free to attend. And we're hoping for a decent audience and a very diverse audience for those events. On top of that, in February, hopefully in February, we're organising a day-long event, which again will be delivered online and will be kind of free to attend. And the intention of that event is to get people to get people to come in and talk about their favourite pauper. There's many people, academics, archivists, family historians, local historians, and indeed many volunteers who have worked on the More Than Oliver Twist project, who have done some remarkable research, very detailed research into the lives of individuals. So what we're hoping to do is kind of bring together a series of speakers to come in and talk about the research process and to talk about just the lives and the stories of those individual paupers. And we're hoping to do that in a kind of very accessible and again a very inclusive way. The Welfare History and Heritage Association is designed to be an umbrella organisation that brings together all the different constituencies, and the intention is the Workhouse Network will be very much integrated within that umbrella organisation. Of course, the Workhouse Network has got its own steering committee now, and the relationship between the Workhouse Network and the Welfare History and Heritage Association will require a little bit of thought and collaboration and working together. But I think that the intention will be that the Workhouse Network primarily focuses on the museum work of the broader association and continuing to build on the relationships that have been built up over the last few years, because we were all kind of very keen that those museums still had a very clear voice and still had a very kind of clear role. And there were concerns that some of those organisations could feel a little bit lost if we abandoned the whole idea of the network and just replaced it with a bigger and internationally focused association. So the network is seen as being very much a part of the association going forward, perhaps kind of with that particular focus on the work of museums in interpreting and researching welfare history.
The vision for the Workhouse Network to create a genuinely inclusive organisation with real mutual benefit for all the members is a really good goal. To that end, the new steering group will be working on another Arts Council bid, which will aim to develop the forward plan aims, give more autonomy to the smaller museums to develop their own research and interpretation projects, and create more digital access by developing the website. There'll be lots of other ideas, and I know that a number of people have projects in mind. We hope to be able to accommodate all that in the invitation to apply for a bid over 2 years.